I've kind of been slacking on some movie reviews in the past week or so. It's not that I don't want to do them, I do, and I have written reviews for the films I saw. It's just usually something comes up and I don't have time, or I get an attack of the lazy, or more often than not, another movie comes out that I just want to review more. Every time I get close to making a review, I see another film that I just want to do a little more. It's weird that I'm saying that the excess of good movies this month is a bad thing, but seriously, November needs to slow down because this was a damn good month for movies. I guess that should be expected since it's technically Oscar season, but it's usually a little more inconsistent than this. If I wanted to review every single film I saw, then that would take a long while and I'd pretty much be a month behind on everything, and I don't think anybody wants that. So basically what I'm going to do here is a monthly recap episode where I quickly review and go over the movies that came out this month. I'm still going to cover the couple I already reviewed just to be thorough, but I'll keep those brief. So without further ado, let's start the first ever real deal monthly movie recap thingy. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. So Doctor Strange was really good, really good. It pretty much met all my expectations, but in different ways than I expected. This film had a lot of great humor, but also had a lot of good emotional scenes as well. That really gives this movie some good heart. Benedict Cumberbatch is probably the best Doctor Strange someone could have cast. The visuals were probably some of the coolest effects I've seen in just any movie in general, not even superhero movies. It's probably one of the best Marvel solo movies, at least. I recommend go seeing it, even though all of you probably have already. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely. Still probably my favorite film of the year. This film is just so fantastic in every single way. It provides such a real and visceral depiction of war that so few directors are able to capture, but Mel Gibson pulls it off with flying colors. It's an emotional roller coaster, it's engaging from start to finish, and probably contains Andrew Garfield's best performance. I absolutely love this film, and I believe it's going to be remembered for a long time. Highly recommend go seeing it. I'm going to try to keep this one as short as possible because if I start talking about the movie too much, then we're going to be here for at least an hour. I might just make a 20-minute analysis video on this movie just because of how mind-meltingly interesting it is. My absolute favorite thing when I watch a movie is when the movie ends and you are just silent. You're just thinking about it and processing what you just saw, and this movie makes you think a lot. If you're expecting a big alien invasion Independence Day action movie, then I'm sorry, this movie will leave you a little disappointed. This is definitely a thinking man's science fiction film. It's incredibly intelligent, thought-provoking, it's very emotional, and contains some really interesting ideas just about life in general. Has some beautiful cinematography, it's greatly directed, and contains a knockout performance from Amy Adams. The one thing I will say is that this movie contains a plot twist at the end, which is very important to the overall film, and your feelings on the movie will probably depend on your feelings with the twist. I can't say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I thought the twist of it was very clever, however, it did not fit too much thematically with the rest of the movie. Honestly, you should probably just see it for yourself to get your own feelings on it. I personally loved it. I think it's a great alien movie and science fiction film. Highly recommend it also. So yeah, I'll be perfectly honest here. I didn't see this movie. So yeah, sorry. I kind of feel bad for Moana just because I don't think it's getting enough attention. This is genuinely great film with so many good things going for it. It's just Disney has been on such a hot streak lately that this one just kind of fades into the background. It's not as popular as Frozen or Tangled because it doesn't contain princesses or Olaf, and I don't think it's as intelligent or meaningful as Zootopia, and that's not a fault to the movie at all. It's a much simpler Disney movie, and that's often where they can shine the most, and shine they do. This is a very funny and charming film with great visuals and great characters, especially Dwayne Johnson as Maui. It's not Disney's greatest or most meaningful film, but don't let that deter you at all. This movie is still fantastic. So I wasn't even planning on seeing this movie. I mean, how can a teenage girl high school drama be the movie for me? I mean, I'm a guy. I like sports, video games, and action movies. How am I going to relate to this movie? But I ended up seeing it last minute, and oh my gosh, this is probably one of the biggest surprises of the year. This film is great. It's so genuine and real in its depiction of high school and teenagers and relationships and honestly just life in general. If you're in high school, have been in high school, you're a teacher, or you just know anyone like that, you can find something in this movie for you. Haley Steinfeld gives probably my favorite performance from her. She drives this movie forward and is one of the main reasons it works so well. She delivers a great, nuanced, authentic portrayal of a teenage girl in high school. The writing is great, it's very sharp, witty, and I cannot express how happy I am that this movie is rated R, because anyone in high school knows that we curse and we say really vulgar, stupid stuff, and this film definitely shows that. This film is extremely funny, but also very emotional and real, teaching us all a valuable lesson about how all of our lives suck, that we are not special, and that we are not the only ones with problems. If Hacksaw Ridge didn't come out this month, honestly, I would probably say this is my favorite film. I recommend it highly. It's such a great movie. Also, Woody Harrelson is absolutely brilliant in this film.
Wow. I wish I knew what to say. Actually, I was writing my own suicide note just now. As some of you know, I have 32 fleeting minutes of happiness during lunch, which has been eaten up again and again by the same especially badly dressed student. And I finally thought I would rather have the dark nothingness.
So yeah, that's all the films I saw this month. I don't know if I'll do this again, I might, but anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to support the channel, and I will catch you all next time.